Well, that's the guy. That's the character from Lethal Weapon. I think I would have become a cop if my name had been Roger.
I don't think you would have liked it. Or you would have loved it more than anything in the world because you already spend so much free time watching cops at work.
Oh, yeah. I'd have been one of the bad ones, too.
No other job gets you free spot.
I'd have been one of them bad cops. You wouldn't want to be pulled over by me. Well, you would.
Like an incompetent one or a crooked one?
Yeah. Oh, crooked for sure. Crooked for sure. Yeah, like that guy.
Don't insult him, Dick. All right.
I'd wave you
well,
on.
I mean, it's fun being.
I saw your hair.
You're
Sorry,
a guest
sir.
here,
Get on out of here.
You would have, you would have been despicable, not stupid.
Yeah.
You're arrested. Never mind.
Never mind. No. You're in.
Joey,
Oh, you play for the
going to
local
jail.
football team? Well, give the Tigers hell this Sunday. Slapping them on the
Did
back.
you see the cop that was trying to accept some sexual favors from a prostitute? He was busting, and so they hop in the back seat of his car to get it on. But those doors locked from the outside. Like, so now he's locked in his own back seat with a prostitute with his pants down, and he has to call for backup. Hey, will somebody come let me out of my cop car? And then he walks them through how it accidentally happened. Like he mimes it out. He's like the next day in broad daylight with his bosses standing around and a camera. He goes, well, so it happened like this, and then I moved, and the car was kind of on an angle. You know, the car's flat here, but it was on an angle. So it was parked on the side of the highway. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. So wasn't really banked like Daytona, was it? No, I guess not. But anyway, he explains how like the door like fell on his butt and like pushed him in like a cartoon character. And he found himself locked in a car with a suspect. They're like, yeah, you're fired. You're fired.
Yeah, we got to let you go. He's getting out. He's like, now there, highway winds, you can be a hell of a thing, but there was a banana peel here.
His mistake was in the way he asked for help. It seems like he probably knows someone he could have used their phone. You know, Kyle, I'm on the side of I-85. I need a favor. Open this door, right?
Yeah,
that's the way to handle this problem.
I'd approach from the rear, open the door handle, turn around, get back in my car, and be gone.
Yeah, you don't call 911 and ask the dispatcher to give you a hand.
Yeah, I would have been. I would have like held my cop friend's feet to the fire a little bit. I'd be like, either I get to speed and turn the siren on, and you have to allow me to do that afterward, or I get some sort of one of those cards that really rich people who donate a lot to police groups get, where they can kind of give that to the cop with your license, and then they like give you tickets less.
Oh, you want one of
those
those benevolence cards?
I'm gonna owe you one. I need you to open this door, but not for like 15 minutes.
Hey,
can you like walk away a little bit? All right, but you have to let me watch. I'm like I'm scrubbing the
before you open the door. Stomp real loud so we know you're coming.
Like wide 3 or 4 inch strips of wrought iron, like with a gap in between them.
Yeah.
I saw a cop video the other day. They got called out because there was a guy sitting on the bench and he had shat through the gap. He was just actively shitting using the bench like a toilet. But the shit has to squeeze between the gaps. So it's created the most disgusting like stalactite under his asshole. Oh. And they're like, hey, how's it going today? He's like, not too bad. You know,
same old.
They have to explain to him, we're here because you've shit yourself and it's become a health hazard. They have to put out the crime tape around his area and bring in a special cleaning crew. Like, it's so embarrassing. Like, when he gets up, he pulls his pants up over the shit. Like, he doesn't wipe.
Was he embarrassed or was he crazy?
He was obese. He was maybe 450 pounds and didn't give a fuck. He's like, oh, that shit, it happens.
450 pounds.
At first, he was in denial. At first, they're like, that wasn't me. Like, sir.
It's hanging out of your ass, sir.
Did the shit jump off the ground and stuck to you? Or like, how did that happen? Because there's shit actively coming out of you and they're looking at it. Wasn't me.
Was he homeless? Confirmed?
I don't know.
Homeless and 450 pounds. Seems tough to swing. Like you would need to have enough money to get that fat and to afford the drugs. Like,
well, the food banks are full of shit. The food banks have all this like crappy food from Trader Joe's and stuff around here. I went to one thinking it would be like free food, It was a huge pain in the ass, but they're eating good.
Did you see this clip? There was this. I mentioned it on the show a while back, but it was so funny to me. But, it was this like Indian guy who like posted a TikTok video or something about like a life hack, and he's like, guys, just public service. You do not actually need to buy food at grocery store. You can go to any church and then they let you walk around and fill your cart and it is all free. And all the responses were like, you fucking piece of shit. You're just like, but he posted it as if like, hey guys, life hack. You just go take food from the needy at church. Yeah, people were not stoked on him.
It's nothing but green beans anyway.
It's mostly green beans and corn.
Yeah,
I would guess.
I go pick through there every Saturday. Mostly green beans.
You go pick through? No, you don't.
Yeah, you find some good stuff.
A little diamond in the rough.
Yeah, some video games slipped in there, shit like that for the kids. You know, they don't have systems. What are you talking about?
No.
Snatch those.
I don't think those homeless are eating a lot of like canned corn. Like,
I mean, if I was homeless, I would be.
You offered some of the homeless people I used to live around in the city here. Like they'd like look at you like with personal offense at like if you offered to buy them food.
Oh, for sure.
Were you ever intimidated or scared by the homeless people?
Not that they were like coming after me, but there would be people acting erratically enough that it's like there's no way for me to predict what this person's going to do. I need to cross the street. I just need to get away from this person because I could be the idiot who's like, "Ooh, I'm just gonna walk right next to him," and he's like, "Ka-chow!" stabs me in the neck, and now I'm bleeding out because I'm a retard who didn't get away from the erratic, shirtless, homeless man in St. Louis in December. Yeah, like that. And then there were other ones. The little crippled guy, or he wasn't really crippled. He was kind of some sort of a dwarf, and he didn't very odd limb and head percentages, not like a Dinklage. Very odd looking dwarf. I wasn't afraid of him.
Mr. Tough Guy.
But he was out there surviving, and so who knows what he was doing.
You hate who acts like he's not scared of anything?
Yeah, I wasn't scared of that guy. I was scared of the guy who would like jabber in the alleyway near my apartment. Like he was just jabbering to himself 200 yards at a time.
So in olden days, they would think that was that person casting a demonic spell, like the devil was or demon was speaking
possessed
through them and casting magic. Of course, we know that's nonsense now. Counterpoint, a friend of ours was living in LA or Sacramento rather for a little while. He was visiting there, and there was a homeless lady who every day would be outside his window talking crazy jibber jabber.
Mm-hmm.
I think she might have cursed. I always liked Vitaly and his early stuff. He would do the Russian guy. Like he would walk up to someone on a park bench. He's wearing a black suit, black sunglasses. He is Russian, so he has the accent. And he would hand them a black briefcase, and he would say something like, 30 seconds, your life or the money, you decide. And he'd walk away. And people would think it was a bomb or they had just been part of a drug deal or something and freak out and like, run around. It was good footage. But now I hear poor Vitaly is in custody and they're not going to let him out for a long, long time. What country was it? It wasn't
Philippines
Singapore
or something?
It might have been the Philippines or Korea even, but he was arrested for menacing that woman. She didn't want to take part in his like street interview. And he's like, I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you. Like he said something crazy like that. Like he kind of was like, oh, because he figured she didn't speak English.
Dude, Asian countries
hate cameras, and he's also a little edgy. So they locked his ass up, and they're talking about like 2 or 3 years before the trial.
That happened to Amanda Knox too, right? Do you guys remember that?
Well, she killed somebody. That's in France.
She didn't kill anybody.
Oh shit.
She was more than innocent. She's like super innocent, and but what she did do is fuck a couple guys. So this, like, her reputation got shattered. Foxy Noxy, Amanda Knox was her name. And the thing is, they knew she was innocent like years before they let her go, and just kind of hung on to her because it was a little embarrassing to be so deep into the thinking she was guilty.
I remember there was a whole like CNN investigates or Dateline special or something about it. That was like 25 years ago, though. It's been a long time. I don't remember the details too well.
I heard a podcast about it. They talked to her too.
The world was smaller back then because there was no social media, and there was only like Nancy Grace had so much pull. Seemingly, she could make something a national story with her nasty ass. I remember that Natalie Holloway thing. That girl that got killed down in Aruba. Oh my God, that was in my house for a decade. My mom watched that shit religiously. You would think that my sister was Natalie Holloway and that she
did
had
her
been
boyfriend get convicted? Did they catch him and find her? It was like a Dutch dude or something.
Yeah.
We should take Greenland as punishment.
100%.
Yeah, it was a rich Dutch dude, and he killed somebody else too. I think he got away with the Natalie Holloway thing for a while, and then he got caught for another girl, and then also got like punished for the Natalie thing concurrently. The real piece of shit who liked murdering girls on the beach, it seems. Yeah.
Yep. Well, before we jump to the next thing,
fine because it won't happen to me.
Seems like a lot of work dragging a body through the beach.
Yeah, I'd pick an easier thoroughfare.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Put them in a hat, sunglasses, get on the subway.
Yeah.
Drag it through the beach. It's hard to even run on the beach.
You joke. Did we talk about the guy who found the dead body on the subway and had sex with it?
We did.
I
like that Taylor can't remember. I don't know. Probably, maybe.
Maybe. If anything, it seems like we've talked about that a couple times, like different incidents in different cities.
I
believe that
it's a new craze sweeping the nation.
Some guy just getting on the subway, being like, "Jackpot."
I think you told that joke.
Yeah, I bet it was.
That's how you know it's a banger.
That's how you know it's the exact same thing again.